A love that defied time. In a picturesque town nestled in the heart of the United States lived an elderly couple, James and Evelyn. Their love story spanned over 6 decades, a journey not merely of romance, but of friendship, sacrifice, and unwavering commitment. Their relationship stood as a testament to the fact that love, when true, defies the constraints of time, distance, and adversity. The beginning of a beautiful friendship. James and Evelyn first crossed paths in the late 1950s at Willow Creek High School. James, an introverted young man with a profound love for books, spent most of his time in the school library. Evelyn, on the other hand, was the embodiment of vivacity, outgoing, confident, and passionate about dancing. Their differences, however, became the foundation of their friendship. James admired Evelyn's zest for life, while Evelyn was drawn to James's quiet wisdom. Their friendship blossomed with each passing year. They spent countless afternoons reading together, attending school dances, and sharing their dreams under the stars. For Evelyn, James became a source of calm and understanding. For James, Evelyn brought color and warmth into his life. Love blossoms amid uncertainty. As high school drew to a close, the world outside beckoned with both promise and peril. The Vietnam War loomed large, and James felt a duty to serve his country. On the eve of his departure, James held Evelyn's hand and made a promise. "I'll come back for you. We'll have our future together." They exchanged heartfelt letters during his deployment. Each letter spoke of hope, dreams, and longing. James would describe the beauty of the places he visited and the hardships of war, always concluding with his unwavering love for Evelyn. Evelyn, in turn, shared stories of her days at college and how she awaited his return. These letters became their lifeline, binding their souls across oceans. The silence that shattered hope. Then, the letters stopped. Weeks turned into months with no word from James. News of casualties flooded the town, and Evelyn feared the worst. Despite the uncertainty, she refused to let go of hope. She believed that James would keep his promise. As the years passed, Evelyn chose to focus on her career as a teacher, dedicating herself to shaping young minds. Yet, every sunset reminded her of the evenings they had spent together, dreaming of a future that now seemed like a distant memory. The unexpected reunion. 15 years later, on a cold winter evening, the town gathered for a community event at the local hall. Evelyn, now a respected educator, attended with her colleagues. As she mingled among familiar faces, her eyes caught sight of a figure entering the hall, a man walking slowly with the aid of a cane. Her heart skipped a beat. It was James. James had returned, though not as the man he once was. He had been severely injured during the war and had spent years recovering, believing he was no longer worthy of Evelyn's love. He had convinced himself that the scars, both seen and unseen, would overshadow the life he had once promised her. As their eyes met across the hall, time seemed to stand still. Evelyn, fighting back tears, walked towards him. "You promised you'd come back," she whispered. With a soft smile, James replied, "I didn't want you to see me like this, but I realized love isn't about perfection. It's about keeping promises." A love rekindled. That spring, James and Evelyn were married in a simple ceremony attended by family and friends. The entire town rejoiced, for theirs was a love story that had endured war, time, and the uncertainties of life. They bought a modest home near the park where they had spent countless afternoons in their youth. Their love became an inspiration. James resumed his passion for literature, becoming a writer, while Evelyn continued her teaching. Together, they would walk hand in hand in the park every evening, sharing stories, laughter, and sometimes silent moments that spoke of a love deeper than words. The legacy of their love. As the years went by, James and Evelyn grew old together. Their hair turned silver, their steps slowed, but their love remained as vibrant as it was in their youth. On their 50th wedding anniversary, the town held a celebration in their honor. During the event, James stood up and addressed the gathering. Love isn't about grand gestures or perfect moments. It's about choosing each other every single day. It's about standing by your promise, no matter how long the road or how difficult the journey. Evelyn and I found that kind of love, a love that defied time, a love that lives on. Even after James passed away peacefully in his sleep at the age of 85, the town remembered the couple who had shown them the true meaning of love. Evelyn continued her evening walks in the park, now alone but with a heart full of memories. When Evelyn eventually joined James, their story remained etched in the hearts of those who knew them.